20 years. They said couldn't take care of him. He has to lament to go back home and die.
After here, they need you only when they have an emergency. They need you only when they want admission to an institution. They need you only when they want financial support.
Parliament na ayetuntum edemone the death of the Deputy Finance Minister John Kuma Ofrimo Enrade. Almost answer the ntoma koko achechire ni seats ede chire free away Frimo no. Parliament discussion bi am pese ye hwe ne kakra wa hanum say na omo kasa efa the health of parliamentarians ho Honorable Muntaka Mubarak kan asem bi o say MPs no omo ho nhye dan hia nipa na omo wa bonten no so se wo free officer eya na omo mfa ho sa na se wuwu a omo ntwan kra e ma ye nsie omo be try apekwan bi so a replace you sesi a
because beyond this house, believe me, nobody thinks about you. If you think anybody will be thinking about you, forget it. Look, I don't know, you, those in the chamber today, you are lucky you've not seen any by-election. That result, oh no, we had Kumo. You see your colleague coughing is there. And people are already wearing t-shirts and dancing around and jumping to replace him. Nobody is thinking about his family. Nobody is thinking about children. Nobody is thinking about how the family are, the pain they are going through. They are just happily to replace him. So each of us who is sitting here, if you think you are this important, I'm reminding you, you are not important at all to anybody, including your own constituents. Let us build a family here. If you are sick and you have served this chamber for even 4 years, why can't the state take care of you? Somebody who has served 20 years, the state couldn't take care of him. He has to lament to go back home and die. Today is Lokwamo, Honorable Lokwamo. Who knows? Tomorrow it could be me. Who knows? It could be you. But we are not talking about the things that will protect each and every one of us.
Owe ye no say usun so de to aso say MPs no mo ankasa di omo ho abro. Omo ankasa from ho say omo ya akronfo, omo ye corrupt. No omo abonten no. Omo beba won chen a na omo ba be pesika. Ha no omo be pa admission. Anade bi ehi omo na omo ba bepe na so wo free akonya so na okofi a omo kire say ya aserka na omo be se onya de obi a ebebo.
I recall my first term I was a member of the appointments committee. Honorable E.T. Mensah invited myself, Honorable Napo, Honorable Atachia for lunch in his house. He also said something. He says, here at the airport I live, I know the owners of all the houses around here. The politicians who own property here, I can count them on one finger. All the other properties are owned by directors, chief directors, director of this. And yet we, politicians, we accuse one another of corruption. We attack one another, and the public and civil servants click together and they laugh all the way to the bank, whilst we call one another thieves. He said, remember, in this political situation, today you are in power, tomorrow you are out of power. Let's support one another in time of need. We have failed our brother. I'm sure there are many others around us who we know who could have supported better. Let us not leave that responsibility. Nobody, like Honorable Muntaka said, nobody cares about you after here. They need you only when they have an emergency. They need you only when they want admission to an institution. They need you only when they want financial support. Once they have gotten that, you can go to hell. If you're broke, they will laugh at you that you're broke. If you're sick and you can't afford medical care, they will laugh at you. So we have only each other to depend on. Let us not forget our responsibility.
Harry na Idris ukra there was CMRB. Minister bi wui because no munye sika. Omo de be kwa akoye ne surgery abra o yare ye. Yen hwemra.
Speaker, one day Speaker Maipokwe then, as chairman of the board, had a request from a former member of parliament, which request was that the former member of parliament, and I'm just highlighting what the Honorable Muntaka have said. When we sit here, we allow the public to bastardize us for ex gratia. Beyond ex gratia, what is the quality of life of a former MP? And what are we doing to improve our lot? And Mr. Speaker, at the time, Professor Michael Kwe, as chair of the board, needed to help a former MP with 12,000 Ghana cedis. And this MP was requesting to do a surgery, a prostate surgery. I want to keep the name because this is public. And Professor Kwe turned to me and said, Haruna, that's a member of your caucus, former member. He needs urgent medical attention of 12,000 Ghana cedis. So Professor Kwe whispered that minority leader find half and I also provide half. Mr. Speaker, before 1 week, this former MP passed on because he couldn't afford the cost of the surgery. So what the Honorable Muntaka is saying, I know we've tried at the board that even the medical facility in Parliament should be made open and free to former members of Parliament. That was a decision informed by the experiences of former members of Parliament, that you cannot even still acquire quality medical care. So beyond ex gratia, you can't look after your health. You can't look after your children's health. You can't look after your own health.
For MSS, institutions in Numekuna. So be free my replacing even before Christ said ye besi and maybe an any panny sin anymore your mupo be a no replace it nipa crona were free mon and sana ebi cry a no say a share parliamentarians ye casemwa. Not just almost person more treasures or more leave officer. I was sent car buying a show more copim so mobile. Tofia kwa TV so near me ding at the yabroni. Me shall so be like in our shama myself for be a bar, me the bebel, me that's